So yes, we've got this one on Loch Trool, and it is looking like it's supposed to just be casually capturing, the oarsman is there, oars in hand, except for the fact the guy with the bottle of champagne is sitting on it. So, so obviously he hasn't just rowed into place. Otherwise, unless he managed to row at exactly the point the person was sitting down, he's sitting there with his bottle of champagne. She's got a gun in her hand. I mean, that's
Countess of Galloway.
How Wild West is that?
True. And how long has he been drinking from that bottle?
Yes. So he's busy holding that. He's staring into the camera. These two, I mean, they're just giving the photographer the look of death. I mean, it's quite high. I can imagine this sort of sense that, you've got this, I suppose, upper class party going on who consider photography to be something for commoners and beneath them, or certainly feel that the photographer himself is just a tradesman. And so wouldn't have any respect for him whatsoever. But they've been told that they need to have this photo because it's going to look great and it's going to capture the moment. And so I find, again, it's this thought. I mean, again, being a photographer, when you're interacting with people, some people are absolutely into having their photo taken and it's all great fun and they get into role play and acting with it. And it's huge amount of, some people just don't want to be there and they're only there because somebody else in the group has forced them to be there. And they are going to make sure that that displeasure is utterly known by staring down and glaring at the photographer in a way. I've been on the end of that occasionally. It's not comfortable. But it is such a strange one of, right, we're going to create this, but it is so posed while trying to make pretense at the idea of naturalistic, I think.
Yes, yes.
But again, that slightly longer exposure given away by the fact that the ripples in the water are all fairly smooth. So possibly at least 1 second, possibly up to 2 second exposure, it would be my guess on something like that, even though it's a bright sunny day.
Well, and as you pointed out, this is all quite deliberately staged, and aligned with that would be the fact that to get everything as sharp as it is, and but to look at the boat, even the oar there, but with the blurred water suggesting that it is a longer exposure. You have to imagine the camera is on a tripod, so the photographer is standing there, probably waiting, to some degree directing the activity, possibly getting some direction from the Countess of Galloway there. She gets her pose with the pistol exactly right. Yes, it's all the stories that we can read in these images are quite fascinating often. And this is a page from an album,
right?
A photographic album. There's a similar photograph on the other side of the page, in which individuals, as you see here, are identified in the inscriptions below. But one wonders, what happened to the rest of the album? Clearly, it was split up over time. Pages removed, sent in different directions, and what's the remainder of the content in this album?